Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the regions, states, territory, provinces, prefectures, counties, whatever you call them, across the world in the various nations of the globe. And I do so on GeoGuessr, and I hope I do this in the hope of exploring new places, maybe get to see new things, have a good time, hopefully, and score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr. If I succeed in scoring 25,000 points, I will take the area I play in the episode off the list of places to play. And if I fail playing 25,000 points, well, the place will remain on the list until it is played at a later date, if at all. Depends. There are many regions in the world, and I doubt I will ever have the time to play them all. But we'll see. If you have a request for a region to play, please leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you. And we'll play it at a stipulated time. So, anyways, today we are going to Ecuador. We're going to the Pichincha province, which happens to be the first capital province of this series. Because in Pichincha, we find in this jungle of dots, you can stop zooming now, there we go. In this jungle of dots, we find the capital of Ecuador, Quito. And yeah, this should be an interesting one. I wonder why the script has excluded the E20 here. That must be, I mean, that there is absolutely nothing there, or maybe the footage is extinct or something. I don't know. Then we got these funny little locations that kind of sit right on the edge here. So well, that's what you'll get sometimes when you make a script. So this script is leaning 70% against inhabited areas, with habitation and having a fairly wide definition, and the remaining 30% will be whatever else will be picked at random, pretty much. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so this Pichincha province has 3 million people, 9,500 square kilometers, and of course the capital is the capital city of Quito, which has roughly half the population of the province, 1,760,000 people living in it. So, well, the chances are we'll find ourselves here, but there's the off chance that we'll move off into the distance, but we shall see once we get going into Pichincha. And, yeah, hope this will be an easier one than my previous stint in South America was in Tocantins. That was a rough one. Anyways, gonna put this challenge link in a safe spot. There we go. And then we play. Oh, that's a vista. If this utility pole wasn't there, you'd almost be like, yeah, you could be forgiven for thinking that this would be somewhere in China or Bhutan. Portal de Mindo. Sovida su sueña. No. Últimos lotes. Could that mean like the last lots or something? Like, are they Mindo Lago? Okay, so we got something called Mindo. Are they so ultimalo or ultimo lotes? Does that mean the last lots, i.e. the last plots, rather? So are they like selling property for holidaymakers or something? Yeah, Mindo is definitely a thing. Cerrajeria. Colegio. Okay, so here we got the Mindo. Unidad Educativa Fiscomisional Técnico Ecuador. Founded in 1972, May 1972. Los Cerros de Mindo Osteria. Oh, I didn't know that the EU was pitching in stuff here as well. So, let's see. Miguel de los Bancos, Pedro Vicente Maldonado y Puerto Quito. I wish I could find more information there, but there seems to be a town down here, so I would assume that that is the town of Mindo. Casa de Piedra. Oopsie. So this looks like a holiday town. And I can understand that from looking at the scenery in the distance here. So the question then is, how large a place is Mindo? I guess it's time to have a look at the map. So let's see. So where could Mindo be? Maybe up here? Or maybe somewhere to the north. It said Puerto Quito, though, on that map. So, but I guess that refers to the road. And if this place isn't called Mindo, I'll be rather cross. But okay, so things... Oh, hang on. Pedro Vicente Maldonado. That was on that sign. There are no Mindo here. We got Miler. And personally, I would think that Mindo would be somewhere in this area. Kalakali. I mean, with all the mountains and stuff. Nanegalito. Here we got something. Mariposas de Mindo. Mindo Rio. Mindo Lago. Mindo Loma. So could we actually have ended up in San Carlos? That's actually... If that is correct, then this is the school, I would think. But there are things that doesn't quite work here. Wait, Tangaras. Yes, Las Tangaras. Okay. So we have been coming down this road here. The question is, how far up that road were we? So let's see, so we're looking northeast. We got a slight bend. And then a stretch that is fairly straight. And then bends slightly northwards. There is a small shack below the road. Let's see. So here's the Mindo Lago. Where was the Mindo Lago? Here's the Mindo Lago. That's not right. But then we had the Portal de Mindo. Wasn't that... That could be into the Peña Dorada. So look here, Portal de Mindo. Yeah. But where's the road that's supposed to lead there? This is the Portal de Mindo. And let's see, there should be a complex of buildings up on the next bend here. Well, actually, we should be seeing them through the trees, but we don't. But I don't really know if we want to care about that. So we are somewhere down here. It's going to be a beast to locate. I mean, wait a minute. That's the road in it. I think they just mistook the chopped away trees for a road. And then we got this one leading up to Peña Dorada. Footage might also be a little old. How old is it? 2021 or 2011? Yeah, this is pretty old footage. So I'll go with that. Nice. Okay, could be in Quito. Let's say hello to the Google car. Jefatura Politica. Don't know what that means. Okay, let's get the lowdown on some places. This is not Quito. This is somewhere else, I would think. Alexandra. Bienvenido. Pedro Vicente Maldonado. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Most of the locations are here. And we got two locations already far away from that. Okay, now we need to figure out which of these places we are then. So, and of course, if this footage, okay, this is slightly more recent 2018. So this is a chance that some of these businesses still exist. Mini Market Alejandro. And we are moving south. Oh, we're moving southeast. Then we're probably Casa Mercedes. Let's have a look at this intersection. That is a very straight road. I guess we could be around here. And this is not a crossroads. So we're not there. that's interesting. So does it mean we're here then? No. Okay, I'm assuming we are in Pedro Vicente Maldonado. And if it says that here, it's on some of these other buildings. Let's see, Abogado. Macias. Come on. San Miguel de los Bancos. We have to be here. There's no real option to that. So let's see if I can find this. There's an internet cafe here. I'm sorry about this. This is just embarrassing, but it's just my mind just totally went into lockdown. And it's super annoying. But yeah, that placement has to be right? Because as I look up the road, there's the mini market. Yeah, that's also something that messes me up. Northwest is down, southeast is up. But that should be good. Good enough. Thank you. Oh my word. Okay, now we're looking southeast. Come on, lock that in. Northwest. And my mind goes, yeah, this has to be northeast. Shut up, it's northwest. I guess we're somewhere around Quito. We got Terpel. How old is the footage? 2024, that's good. Inca Burger. This intersection should be recognizable. Southeast Woods. Lots and lots and lots of businesses. And the Terpel thingy. Let's see. Yeah, there's no question that we are in Quito. So, yeah, a very busy commercial area with a dual carriageway. Good. Quito. Now we're going westwards even. No, still northwest. So what would be grand now would be an intersection with some signs. There's an intersection but no signs. How about that? Quito DM. What could that mean? can't really say where we are just based on looking at the map. This is downtown. We could be out here, you know. This looks kind of like a commercial area, but that's tobacco. Doesn't mean that we're not there. Oof. Northwest looking into mountains. Well, where aren't you looking into mountains in Quito? La Canga. Got a feeling we're ever more. Plaza del Valle. Valle. Ooh. Now just keep on going. We will find something eventually. That is normally the truth of GeoGuessr. You'll find something eventually. You just keep looking long enough. Now it seems like we sort of have come through this, most of this commercial area. Or have we? Romania Hui es cultura. That's a pedestrian bridge. Here we go. Something to hang our hat on. Romania Hui. Okay, so that is an area. Or a district. But before we look for Romania Hui, okay. So we still got Quito to the northwest. Could we be? Oh, is it this easy? Could we possibly have been here? There was an Inca burger. And the terpel. Oh man, was it that easy? That's the Inca burger, which sits. The Jack Motors is the next building. Okay, let's keep it there. And let's see, here is Eco 1 to the northeast. Straight south we have, we're looking about here, I'd say. Novicompo. Transport to Ecuador, we are looking straight at that. And then we got the petrol station coming up. Let's go with that. Cool. Different. Parroquia Llano Chico. So I guess that means the parish of Llano Chico. Zonal Calderon. Okay, can we find Calderon? What did it say on that building? Okay, we'll figure this out. Mini viveres. We are gonna find this one out. So now I'll be moving on to eventually. Hang on. We are in this one. We got to be on this one. Yep. 24th of May. That was... Okay. A little frustrated with that, but... So there should be a school on the south side here. Which there might well be. Okay, yep. We're gonna go with that. Cool. That was tough. Final round. Oof. Yeah, we got Quito at our feet. That's a big peak over there to the north. Could that be the Pichincha peak? Or one of these guys? Oh, this is steep. Yes, we could be... There's a ridge running here. So how about... We're on the slopes here somewhere. And if I am correct, then it would be makes sense to go uphill if we can. Can we? Now I lost my sense of direction a little bit. Well, I know I'm going eastwards. That was not really the issue. But, oh, please, please, please let me... No, no, no. Ah, do I have to get up there in a roundabout way? Can we go this way then? Yeah, well, that's a dead end. Then that is probably a dead end as well. It wasn't. No. Thank goodness me. Okay, so we could get up here. Atahualpa and Banco del Barrio. Does it say more? Banco Guayaquil? Okay. So now we're on top of the ridge. Oof. I would be rather surprised if we weren't on top of this thing here. Like maybe... What's the direction? Southwest. I mean, it could be on this one as well. But at least my initial... I'm not going to marry to the idea, and make note of that. We could also be like over here. There are some serious ridges here. Oh, I wanted to go forward. Can we suss out the name of this street? That would be grand if we could. Mini Market Campanita. Iglesia de Nazareno, the Church of the Nazarene. Los Eucaliptos de Calderón. No. Hang on. Be a little careful now. Back to start. How many streets? There's this one. And there's another one. We're not there, we're down here. This is the road we just took to get onto the Alberto Vega. Get back down again. So is this where we are? That's a dead end. Which is correct. Down the hill towards the northwest. I don't know. Let's see. So we're on the 3rd street. 1, 2, 3rd street. That's more like it. 1, 2, 3rd street, because this is the road we took to get there, right? Can I, just for confirmation? Yeah. And do we have Rositas here? Possibly. That is a shop at least, so that is quite likely Rositas. And then there should be a good store here. This is Alberto Vega 4E. I just want to get this right. I know I'm making a lot of hay of this. Area Verde. So green area. Yeah, this is definitely a green area. Okay, we got it. We are here. That was interesting. I made a lot of hair, quite a few of those, but especially that one. Oh, man. Oh, that killed my internal compass totally. Everything. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. In Los Bancos. Ah, my mind was just not coping at all. I was like wearing drunk glasses or something. Still made it through with 25k. Pichincha is now taken off the list. And I have no idea where I'm going in the next episode. Check in when it's up and you will see. Until then, bye-bye.